ṣe jẹ́jẹ́. Tíbi tirẹ̀ ládàlẹ̀ ayé, kò má ṣẹ̀dá tó mọ̀ ńlá. Ó jẹ́ ṣe jẹ́jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi o, ayé gbẹ̀gẹ́. Inú ẹni ṣàlámọ̀, a ò mẹ́ni tó fẹ́ ni. Ká ṣe bí ẹni kú, káwọ́ ẹni tí ó ṣe dàrú ẹni. Ṣàṣà ènìyàn nífẹ̀ẹ́ ní lẹ́yìn, tẹrú tọmọ nífẹ̀ẹ́ ní lójú ẹni. Ọmọ aráyé abániwọ̀nrọ̀ pa orí dání wọn. Ayé ò fẹ́ ní ìfọ̀rọ̀, orí ẹni ní pé kó yẹ ni. You gotta be strong cause the world is a battlefield. Òjò láyé ó gbé ní lọ, bá ò bá mọ̀ wẹ̀. Má ṣe lọ́la òtọ́ láì bá dé. Tread softly, dákun ṣe jẹ́jẹ́. Ilé ayé ogun ni ó gbọ̀gbọ́n. Ẹ̀sọ̀ pẹ̀lẹ́ láyé gbà rẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ ká má ṣe jẹ́jẹ́. Tíbi tirẹ̀ ládàlẹ̀ ayé, kò má ṣẹ̀dá tó mọ̀ ńlá. Ó jẹ́ ṣe jẹ́jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi o, ayé gbẹ̀gẹ́. Inú ẹni ṣàlámọ̀, a ò mẹ́ni tó fẹ́ ni. Ṣé rántí a ò mẹ́rin ìjọba ẹ̀wẹ̀kú ẹ̀wẹ̀lẹ̀. Àwọn lọ́tẹ̀ ni wọ́n dìde wọn lájànà kó lè rínú gbọ́gbé. Àṣenìtàn bá ní ìdàrú ṣálọ̀ máa ráyé. Àwọ̀ fẹ́lẹ́ bòónù tó jẹ́ àríkùn wá ṣe bí. You gotta be wise to survive and keep your sanity. Ọjà ọ̀dájú ní ilé ayé, o ní láti mọ̀ ọ́n rà. Àyàgbé ọ̀gẹ̀gẹ̀ tó bá ti lówó, ọ̀yàn òun ló wà lọ́jọ́ ogún dé. Ọwọ́ epo láyé ńlá, wọ́n kì í lá jẹ̀jẹ̀. Ara lámù á ò mọ́nú, ẹni ayé yẹ kó rọra ṣe. Ṣọ́ra, ṣọ́ra. Pọ́sọ̀ fura, pọ́sọ̀ ti jọ́ sí iná. Ẹ̀sọ̀ pẹ̀lẹ́ láyé gbà rẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ ká má ṣe jẹ́jẹ́ o. Tíbi tirẹ̀ ládàlẹ̀ ayé, kò má ṣẹ̀dá tó mọ̀ ńlá. Ó jẹ́ ṣe jẹ́jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi o, ayé gbẹ̀gẹ́ o. Inú ẹni ṣàlámọ̀, a ò mẹ́ni tó fẹ́ ni. Ẹ̀sọ̀ pẹ̀lẹ́ láyé gbà rẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ ká má ṣe jẹ́jẹ́. Tíbi tirẹ̀ ládàlẹ̀ ayé, kò má ṣẹ̀dá tó mọ̀ ńlá. Ó jẹ́ ṣe jẹ́jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi o, ayé gbẹ̀gẹ́. Inú ẹni ṣàlámọ̀, a ò mẹ́ni tó fẹ́ ni. Ẹ̀sọ̀ pẹ̀lẹ́ láyé gbà rẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ ká má ṣe jẹ́jẹ́. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi ṣòwò fún ọ̀dẹ́lẹ̀ ayé, àgbà tó ti ti tó tó ńlá yòókù lọ́gbọ́n. Ó jẹ́ ṣe jẹ́jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi o, ayé gbẹ̀gẹ́. Inú ẹni ṣàlámọ̀, a ò mẹ́ni tó fẹ́ ni. Ẹ̀sọ̀ pẹ̀lẹ́ láyé gbà rẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ ká má ṣe jẹ́jẹ́. Ikú pàlà mi ti ọ̀rọ̀ yẹ lọ́lọ́gbà ògiri. Àgbẹ̀lẹ̀ tó wọ́n ti fi gbogbo ìbàjọ́ra ìmọ́lẹ̀. Ó jẹ́ ṣe jẹ́jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi o, ayé gbẹ̀gẹ́.
Yes, so good evening, my people. I welcome you to another special edition of the Jagbajantis Show. Every weekend edition of this show is special, and that's why I always say another special edition of the Jagbajantis Show. Thank you very much for connecting with me from whatever part of the world you're linking up from. It's a pleasure to have you on this show tonight, and I promise it's going to be another interesting discussion, and I hope you will leave here with a different perspective than you came with. Please help me share this show on your platforms. Help me invite somebody. Send out the link. Um, Tag people that you know would not get angry if you tag them in your in a show like this, and just let's bring this show to the awareness of as many people as we can before we start. Um, while we're doing that, I'll take the moment to greet my people on YouTube and those on Twitter, and then my regulars on Facebook. I was actually typing an apology post to cancel tonight's show because Facebook has been experiencing technical issues regarding live broadcast, and I've just been unable to come online or even um, put anything out regarding this show. So I've been constantly refreshing the platform to see if it will work. And so I was just typing out an apology letter to post to put out, and then by 8:45 I will, make that final decision to not host tonight's show. But somehow it worked. So initially I was able to, set up YouTube and Twitter, but Facebook didn't work. And I know we don't have too many people on Facebook and Twitter like we do on Facebook. Sorry, like on YouTube and Twitter like we do on Facebook. So I thought it would be a disservice to many of you because you won't be able to connect. So I just thought, you know what, I would rather not host the show than to deprive a lot of people the opportunity of what we want to do. But here we are. It worked in the end, and yes, we're going to have the show. We're going to run it, and it's going to be another interesting and deep discussion. So please get yourself prepared. Open your mind. The comment section is there for everyone to use to either query anything I say or add to it or ask questions. But let's keep whatever we do there very civil. Also, my usual disclaimer: everything I share is from my own personal meditation, personal experience, and personal research. And also, I'm not speaking as an authority or speaking in absolute. So, whatever I share on this platform on any issue is not all that can be said on that particular discussion. So, also, I encourage everyone not to take my word for it. Hear me out. Go and check those things I've said. Check them out. Whether I'm talking in the nonsense. So, yes. Torí wọ́n ní bóògùn ẹni bá dání lójú àfi ń bá rí ni. Oògùn tí mò ń tà ń bí àbí tí mò ń recommend mi torí mi ì ta nǹkan actually. Oògùn tí mò ń recommend ń bí tó ṣiṣẹ́ fún mi ni. Tí mo dẹ̀ ti yiri ẹ̀ wò dáadáa ní pé no eléyìí ṣiṣẹ́. I don't sell false hope. I don't recommend false hope. I don't give placebos. I recommend stuff that actually work, right? Because èmi náà ti la fìtínà tí àtúnṣe nǹkan kọjá òun ló jẹ́ ń já sí. Kàn ṣe ń pò wù mí náà pé mo kàn fẹ́ máa ṣe eléyìí, but ká lè mi ní irú orí ọ̀fẹ́ if such a platform existed when I was going through all my stuff, maybe it would have been easier for me, but and that's why I thought, you know what, ọ̀nà téèyàn bá gbà kọjá téèyàn bá fi sign síbẹ̀ fáwọn ẹlòmíì tó ń bọ̀, it will help their journey, and that's the simple reason why I'm doing this. So right, let's check who deserve the high table this evening. Olóòka ti gbòòká o, aláàyè ti gbàyè ẹ̀ padà o. Right, the person on the high table tonight is no other person but Ebunlowa Akinola ọmọ ìyá mi. Yeah, ẹ̀yin ọ̀ṣà. You would have to, take her through the process again because she's not used to it. The normal person, not in more routine. Somehow she didn't, make it tonight. So ẹ bá mi fún wọn ní orientation mi and pamper her well. Ẹ bá mi fún wọn gbogbo àwọn necessary massage. Ẹ bí wọn nǹkan tó bá fẹ́, wọ́n wà ibi choose. Ẹ bá mi fún wọn gbogbo dẹ̀ndẹ̀ndẹ̀ndẹ̀ náà. Àti nǹkan soft wọ́n like ọmọ àwọn ohun nǹkan tó le. So no, don't walk o. Wọ́n máa ń àti ní àwọn tó máa ń gbé èèyàn sí. Àti ní àpótí ẹ̀rí tí a fi ń gbé èèyàn sí. So wọ́n máa gbé ẹni má worry. Right. So if you also want to enjoy the goodies of being the first entrance, then turn up early next week and you would have that special treatment throughout the show. Right? Ẹ̀gbọ́n, mo kí yín o, ẹ káalẹ́ o. It's good to have you back on the show. And yes, ó di bí ijọ́ mélòó kan tá a ti rí mo mọ̀ pé busy ni, but finally it's good to have you. Thank you for joining tonight. My fluffy sister, Esther Diola from America. Àwọn yẹn wọ́n ti gbádùn VIP treatment dinner. I don't know what happened tonight. That maybe she just thought, you know what, jẹ́ káwọn ẹlòmíì náà tiẹ̀ jẹ, So, but it's good. It's good to share, Next week, I know she will run wọlé again. Right. Papa, I greet you, my brother. Ayọ̀délé Ọ̀nàṣèlú. Àwọn èèyàn nìyẹn. Good to have you on the show, my brother. Evangelist Taiwo Ọbátúnsìn. Àwọn tá a jọ ń ṣe evangelism kiri nìyẹn. Àwọn ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ kúnta ọkàn ń ṣègbé. Ara àwọn tí a jọ ń jèrè ọkàn kiri nìyẹn. Ilé ológo tá à ń lé náà kò ní bọ́ lọ́wọ́ wa, my brother. Thank you very much for the effort. Right. Papa, you want to take it next week? Yeah. Why not? Make effort. I said àjọwọlé papọ̀ ni o. No, we didn't look forward to massage session mi pẹ̀lú àwọn gentlemen. You are enjoying those men, abi? Àwọn èèyàn ra àwọn ọkùnrin tọ́wọ́ wọn. Wọ́n ṣe fúkà. Yeah. Okay, má jẹ́ wo àǹgùn ẹ̀ lálẹ́. Pé mi kì í pẹ́ move. Mo máa ń tètè move. So, ẹ má jẹ́ kí n wọ bẹ̀yẹn. Ẹ jẹ́ n filẹ̀. Right. Tonight's discussion is going to be how do I describe it? I'll be raising more questions than comment. And then initially I wanted to invite somebody to join me, in this discussion, but by the time I thought about it and the person I wanted to bring, I thought maybe it's too late to inform this person at this time, because that was my own decision. Go from the distance, the way this person conducts his life, and maybe the kind of job he does, and I just thought, let me not inconvenience this person, but because I would have loved his thought process in a discussion like this, but nevertheless, ìwọ̀nba tí ọgbọ́n orí mi bá gbé, I will do it. So something happened during the week. As you all know, some of the discussions I bring either relate to something that happens that I thought, oh, ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ nípa eléyìí, or from my personal experience, or issues that I'm dealing with either on behalf of um, some people, and I thought kì í ṣàrùn èèyàn kan, àrùn tó ń ṣàbọ̀yàdé gbogbo ọlọ́yà ló ń ṣe. So whatever will come out of this will benefit other people as well. So something happened during the week, and a top and reigning musician in Nigeria, Burna Boy, made a video. And in that short video, it was in the studio, um, obviously smoking his stuff as usual. And he made a statement in that video, which is what I used as a caption of today's post. He said, "If you know Mekan, there is no evidence. Say you try." Hmm. Hmm. Oh deep, abi. Oh deep. Oh deep. And it generated a lot of reaction. Understandably, many people agreed with him. On the surface, the statement appears to be correct. Yeah, yeah, the statement appears to be correct on the surface, because we live in a world where they only believe in the result. They don't care about anything else. Even Yorùbá gan wípé a kì í kí aláṣetì bó kú iṣẹ́. Ẹni tó bá ṣe yanjú la máa ń kí kú iṣẹ́. So from that point of view, you might say it's right. But after I exited the platform, because I looked at that video once, scanned through people's reaction, and that thing stayed with me for the rest of the day after, and everything I started coming across from then has something to do with that issue, not the statement, but to do with things within that sphere. So I started to unpack everything regarding that statement. And I found out that, look, there's a lot to unpack. And thinking deeper, opening, more layers, on top of that statement, I came to another point where, I don't quite agree with him in totality. And Yorùbá tó ní a kì í kí aláṣetì kó kú iṣẹ́ yẹn náà. That same Yorùbá náà tún máa ń kí àwọn èèyàn míì náà wípé ó kú gbìyànjú, ó kú ọmọnìyàn ṣe. So that means while he believes only in result, which is what our society or system believes in, result, where do we put other important stuff which are disregarded, which are treated as if they don't exist or they don't matter? And what are these things? They are process and effort. Without these two things, there is no result. So how can you now completely ignore these two things and say there is no evidence that you try? So if you no make them, there's no evidence that you try. No. I think it's a very careless statement. It's a statement that puts a lot of people under pressure. It's a statement that reinforces, you know, um, the shortcut and fraudulent means that people um, explore to get to that result, to get to that success, right? It is a careless statement that makes or that will make some people want to give up trying or wants to give up making effort or want to abandon, the path that they are already or currently treading to want to, maybe switch to the fast lane, which might end in their sudden death or destruction. So there's a need to create a balance, which is the purpose of tonight's show. It is to create a balance. So interchangeably, we will be, using result and success to mean the same thing in this discussion. So result, success, outcome, you know, um, they all mean the same thing in this discussion tonight. Um, First and foremost, how do you define success? If you know make am, that make am, how do you define it? What does it mean to you? What does it mean to me? Is the definition of success the same to everyone? And then what are the parameters we use in measuring success? Because until we clarify this, you will be using the wrong um, parameter in measuring your effort and achievement, and you will continue to fall short and see yourself as unsuccessful. Individuals must determine what success means to them. So, for example, most of our pop stars, and especially using the person that made this statement, success to them or to him is winning awards, is buying luxury cars that he does not even drive, is seeking social validation, is attending those red carpets, is, having tons and tons and tons of money. That's success. To him, to them, to majority in their, class, and to a larger extent, our society. But this does not necessarily mean that is success to somebody else. To prove this to you, I will read to you another comment I came across from another big artist in Nigeria. And this comment was a response, his response to people, sniding remarks at him that he's poor, he's not making it, is this, is that. And he has this to say to those people who are saying those things to him. And this is from Beautiful Nubia. I've had this for quite a while, but it just kind of makes sense now. In this, I think I first saw it a while back on his tweet, no, Instagram account, but somehow it makes sense in this discussion now. So I'm trying to build something in your mind, right, tonight, so that you don't ní kúkú tí ò yẹ kẹ́ kú, ní kúkú tí ò yẹ kẹ́ kú, right? So let me put that up, and this is from Beautiful Nubia. I'm sure you all know Beautiful Nubia. He's one of my favorite artists, and I remember singing one of his songs at an interview I went for when I was at OAU. I was trying to join one big boy club like that, and I heard they were sponsoring people abroad and all that. So I thought, then low, travel. So I got there and they asked me, when I saw the setting and how snobbish these guys are, I was like, no. Setting to me belongs to God. So when it was my turn, they asked me all kind of questions, and then they asked me, what can I do? And I said, I sing. Oh, they asked me to sing a song for them, and I sang Small People's Anthem by Beautiful Nubia. Ọ̀rọ̀ ayé ṣòro, ọ̀rọ̀ ayé ṣòro, ọ̀rọ̀ ayé ṣòro, ọ̀rọ̀ ayé gbẹ̀gẹ́ o, ọ̀rọ̀ ayé gbẹ̀gẹ́ kò mà yé wa o. Àwọn kan lè jẹ, àwọn kan ò rí. Àwọn kan ń wọṣọ àsìkò, àwọn kan ń sùn sábẹ́ gàdá, àwọn kan ń tolé jọ bí iṣu. Àwọn kan ń jọba, àwọn kan ń ṣẹrú. Àwọn kan níṣẹ́ bí Elédùmarè, ọmọdé ò jọ ń ṣaláìsí. Àwọn kan ṣayé tàwa máa ń lọ, ọ̀rọ̀ ayé gbẹ̀gẹ́ o. Ọ̀rọ̀ ayé gbẹ̀gẹ́, ọ̀rọ̀ ayé gbẹ̀gẹ́, ọ̀rọ̀ ayé ṣòro o. Ọ̀rọ̀ ayé ṣòro kò mà yé wa o. Wọ́n lé mi dànù. As expected, so but it's fine. Multi preach for one bit. So I'm talking about the person who sang this song, and it has several other songs as well, like the Òwúrọ̀ lọ́jọ́ ẹni máa ríre o. I'm intentionally singing some of his songs for you before I read what he posted or what he posted, because I want you to have a full grasp of the message I'm trying to pass tonight. Òwúrọ̀ lọ́jọ́ ẹni máa ríre o, ẹni máa ríre o, àṣebà òwúrọ̀. Òwúrọ̀ lọ́jọ́ ẹni máa ríre o, ẹni máa ríre o, àṣebà òwúrọ̀. Right? Ọ̀nà ló kọ. In my journey through the world, over land and over sea, I see different cultures and different people's ways. I was born where the sun never sets and never rises. I was born where the heat is like a second skin. Children crying on the street, automobiles are making noise. The land is growing dry and weak, spirit dying low. The forefathers are calling me, say never tired, never weakened. The pride in me is bursting loose. I'm an African boy. Right? So, ẹni tó kọ àwọn orin tí mo yìí and several other ones òun ni mo fẹ́ kà nǹkan tó kọ. In response to people who said it to his face that he's not a successful person. And here's what he has to say to them. It surprises many of you that I don't have interest in industry awards and so on. That is not why I play music. I am not the kind of musician who operates as an entertainer or celebrity, always looking for the next gig or endorsement contract. I am a musician who operates more as a physician with solutions to all the maladies of your mind. A healer, lifeguard, torch bearer. I'm a musician who operates as a reform agent, deploying ideas as tools to help a lost society find its way back to sanity. Not everyone exists just to make money and acquire material wealth. To many of you, that means I will remain poor and die poor. But that should be no concern of yours. I didn't come to this world to meet your expectations. I came here to do my job. When it is done, I will leave just as I arrived. I'm just a flash of light passing through. And I hope your day or night goes well. I'm intentionally pausing after this statement just to allow you time to digest it. This is a statement that confirms that this individual understands his purpose in life. He has clarity when it comes to the definition of what success means to him. He lives for purpose, not social validation. And that's why words that they say to him did not get to him. Wọ́n á sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn sí ẹlòmíì, akárìbọ̀nú á máa sunkún ni. Irú ayé ò ló ń wá báyìí. Àwọn tó ń bá ní industry, wọ́n ń gun mọ́tò mẹ́ta, wọ́n ń gun mọ́tò mẹ́rin, wọ́n ṣà ń ra Lamborghini, wọ́n ń ra Ferrari, wọ́n ń ra gbogbo ẹ̀. Ohun tóun ti wà ń bí, wọn ti ẹ̀ ta kinní kan. Tó bá yá, á bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gbé àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ tí ò yẹ kó gbé, á rin àwọn ọ̀rìn tí ò yẹ kó rìn. Ẹni tó ń bọ̀wọ̀ fún tẹ́lẹ̀ á wá dẹni yẹ̀yẹ́ nítorí kíni ó ń forí wé orí. Bọ̀ pẹ̀lú statement tó sọ yìí, ó yẹ kí àwọn tó fẹ̀sùn kàn àbáwọn tó rò pé àwọn fẹ́ ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ ẹ̀ kí wọ́n lọ kárí jọ síbì kan káwọn gan ro ayé wọn. Now, say that same statement to some people that are not deep in life. Èbú ló máa bú padà. Ìtàn ọ̀jẹ̀gan abẹ́rẹ́ sí máa pera wọn. I sow kinní kan copies. I buy kinní kan. I ṣe kinní kan. Na everybody know dey show kinní kan. Onílé kan ní kinní kan ní kinní kan bẹ́ẹ̀. They will try to justify to these people that they are successful but they are just not showing it. Ẹni tó náà lẹ́gba mẹ́fà tó ní méjì ló bá òun. Ẹ má bá jiyàn. Á sọ ẹni tó jẹ mẹ́rin yòókù. And that's why we have so many people living fake lives today. Because they are trying to fit into the social standard of or social definition of success. And this doesn't necessarily fit into their own, life. But when you don't know where you're going, everywhere you get to looks like the destination you're going. But this person, he has clarity on what success means to him. and he clearly lectured the people. And when you see this man, always happy, always smiling, down to earth, his gigs are cheap. He plays publicly, not fancy full hall or whatever thing like that. And he plays real conscious music. The share palm oil, palm wine. He relates with his fans. He's not snobbish. You have access to him. He plays football with them because he understands his purpose in life. And this is who I am. I have separated my art from my economic survival. Àti jẹ àti mú mi, mo wá síbòmíì so that I can create my art from a place of purity, so I don't corrupt it. In tó ń jẹ́ kírú àwọn èèyàn báyìí pẹ́ nínú nǹkan tí wọ́n ń ṣe ni wípé wọ́n ń ṣe nǹkan láti àtọkànwá, not because they need social validation or they are aiming at, fame or money. So you see many artists today, the desire to blow, the desire to overtake somebody else, the desire to, always have their names on the lips of everyone is making them to keep churning out rubbish. Wọ́n ṣà ń pariwo ni. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn èèyàn báyìí, it might take them 3 years before they release one album because they go deep. They take their time. They do their research. They seclude themselves to receive inspiration. And people like this, whatever you see in their chart record is what honestly it is. Ṣùgbọ́n ṣé gbogbo àwọn yòókù yẹn, òwò tí mo wà ń díẹ̀ ní oṣù mo mọ bó ṣe ń lọ. Ìwọ ló máa lọ studio tó máa kọrin. O máa sanwó producer. Ìwọ náà ló máa sanwó studio. Wọ́n á mix orin, wọ́n á ṣe everything tán. Wọ́n á sanwó fi sórí gbogbo àwọn platforms yẹn, iTunes and the rest of them. Wọ́n á tún wá lọ máa ra viewers pẹ̀lú owó ara ẹ̀. Wọ́n á tún wá lọ máa sanwó fún àwọn tó ń ṣe PR. Wọ́n á tún máa sanwó fún àwọn DJ. So that orin yẹn á lè blow. Á lè di nǹkan tí gbogbo èèyàn ń kọ́ ń tà. Now, why do they do all this? Because industry tán wà, it's a saturated industry. Many of them are accidental musicians. They have no reason to be there in the first place. So, orin tó ń kọ, nǹkan tó ń ṣe kò unique. So, the competition is mad. And that's why they don't have long shelf life. There's no honor amongst them such that producer tó bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe beat tó fún ẹ tó fi kọrin sìn, tó bá yẹn jáde ní studio, á tún fún ẹlòmíì ní that same beat. There's no honor, there's no regard. Ìlú tí ò dáa ló sọ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn di tí wọ́n dà lénìí. So, they don't have organic followers. Wọ́n build growth wọn organically. Induced growth ní nǹkan tẹ́ rí yẹn. And that's why frustration set in after they have spent all that money and nothing happened. I've met an artist that told me a few of the things they do when they are recording songs to pull out. Wọ́n máa kó owó ẹyọ dání báyìí. Wọ́n á máa pè nǹkan sí why they are recording. Because ẹ ń láti gbọ́, ẹ ń láti like ẹ̀ ni. Places where they went and tán mú wọn lọ ńgbà tán gbìyànjú náà tán blow tí bàbá yẹn kàn lọ wá ọkàn kàn lọ wá ahọ́n èèyàn kan wá. Tẹ́ bá lọ wá ahọ́n ẹni tí ò mọrin kan kọ́. A lot of things goes on behind the scene because of the desperation to blow. Ẹni ńsìn, going by his statement, is fulfilled. He's successful. But some of you will ask me how. Where's his car? Where does he live? How does he dress? How many awards has he won? Bó ló ti mọ̀, èló ló tà. An artist will release a song tonight and the next morning go and see it on YouTube. Ó ti ní 12 million views. How? Àwọn ẹ̀mí wo ló wá wò? They're not real people. They're bots. B-O-T-S. Wọ́n sanwó ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ ni. Why? Because àwọn tó máa pè wọ́n sí show. Àwọn data tí wọ́n máa ń wò nìyẹn. Because promoter tó fẹ́ ta ticket náà wò báyìí pé how many views ló ní lórí YouTube, how many followers ló ní lórí Instagram, how many followers ló ní lórí Twitter. Kóhun tó lè pè ṣé o máa rí ticket tà. All those things. That's why táwọn yẹn fi lọ create gbogbo àwọn false image yẹn. So that wọ́n á lè rí pé big artist ni wọ́n. But how long did they last? Wọ́n last ọdún mẹ́ta. Wọ́n last ọdún mẹ́ta. How long has this man been producing music? Wọ́n bá ń bẹ̀ ni. Wọ́n á tún kúrò ń bẹ̀ fún ni. Gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tó kọ ìgbà ò lè pa wọ́n. Go to an event and play Gongwaso now. You see some people shout, ayé ò ní ẹ fún wa ní àṣàkẹ́jàre Gongwaso báwo. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn orin kan wà ìgbà kìí pa wọ́n. Because wọ́n ṣe nítorí ọlà òjijì. Wọ́n ṣe because they want to make impact in life. And people like this, they don't die. Wọ́n bá kú physically gan, they still exist. Torí ipa tí wọ́n rìn kọjá is permanently there. So, àtijẹ àti mú mi mo separate. Because the moment you place it on your art, kò sí ni wàá wà corrupted. Wàá wà corrupted. Even the record label and promoters and everybody that will approach you, they're not approaching you because they love what you do. They're approaching you because they see you as a cash cow. They see currency on you. And when they come, they destroy you. How? They do not care about your artistic strength. They care about kí ni wọ́n fẹ́ ń tà. All they are looking at pé ó ṣáà lóhùn ó lè kọrin. They will now want you to sing what can sell níta. Because they are there for money. And this is how they kill many artists. Why? Because àwọn gan náà láti ilẹ̀. Wrong definition of success ni wọ́n lé tí wọ́n fi bọ́ sírú ọwọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. And they want to quickly arrive there. So kí ni wọ́n jump yẹn? Wọ́n jump nǹkan tá a pè ní process. So this brings me back to the element that this guy completely ignored, downplayed, treated as non-existence in his statement. If you no blow, there's no evidence, say you try. That statement will send some people mad in search of, means of blowing by all means. But success, it's highly subjective, as I've proven to you now from the statement of Beautiful Nubia Red compared to the kind of success that we paint in the society. So parameters for measuring it also vary depending on the goal you have set, depending on what you are pursuing. So ẹni tó jẹ́ pé kó gbàwọ̀ kó jayé kó lówó kó lè ní ẹ rí wípé n tó ń lé nìyẹn tí ò bá tí ì níyẹn kò tí ì wà successful. Tẹ bá rí àwọn ọmọ tó ń ṣe yahoo tó ń ṣe jìbìtì tó ń jí olówó tó ń ṣe everything yẹn ẹ máa rò pé wọ́n ní wọ́n ń ṣe nítorí poverty ni facially or yes on the surface, but when you see how they spend this money when they eventually get it ẹ máa mọ̀ pé poverty kọ́ ló ń ṣe wọ́n. They are trying to get social validation. They want to fit in into the definition of success that is widely acceptable in the society. Almost sọ pé many are online but only few are online. Gbé mi débẹ̀. Online ló ti ń jáwó náà. Online ló ti ń jagbà. Online ló ti ń ṣáṣẹ́. Wọ́n ṣáṣẹ́ wọ́n gbowó ọpẹ́ tán. Online. But they are not online. Orí wọn ò pé. They are smart, not intelligent. Why? Because quickly they return that money back to people who gave it to them in the way they spent it. They enter boutique and buy a t-shirt of Gucci for £3,000. Shirt tó jẹ́ pé $2 ní Gucci ṣe ní Bangladesh. Look at the margin. They buy Balenciaga. Ọjọ́ tí mo rí boot yẹn ní Selfridges £990 or 900 and something pound. Àfi bí bàtà àwọn orthopedic tí n bá wọ̀ kò sí ni màá ní back problem. But wọ́n ti rí lẹ́sẹ̀ one top celebrity kan wọ́n ti fi hàn pé nǹkan gbogbo èèyàn ń wọ̀ nìyẹn. Wọ́n á ra iPhone. Wọ́n á ra Range Rover àbí Mercedes. Owó ti tán. Then they go again. Wọ́n máa fi ṣe round bíi mẹ́ta. Iṣẹ́ máa cast àbí kan mú wọn. Wọ́n á tì wọ́n mẹ́wọ̀n wọ́n á jáde. They are fucked up for life. Bàbá gbogbo wọn ó wà níbi tó ti ń ṣẹ̀wọ̀n lọ́wọ́ ńsìn and they will be gone for a very long time. Success as defined by the society. And the parameters for measuring it is all this, luxuries. And that's why many are killing themselves. Youths are dying needlessly. Ikú àìtọ́jọ́ lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ ń kú sìn. That statement blew. It's getting people crazy. Look at what is happening today. wọ́n ti wá fẹ́ sọ Guinness World Record di yẹ̀yẹ́. People are now shamelessly coming out to do things that don't make sense because àwọn gan ò lóye ọ̀nà tí wọ́n ń rìn. Péyàn kan gba bí òní kíwọ náà ò gbabẹ̀. Wá ọ̀nà ẹ. And this kind of mentality ó máa birth mediocrity ni, as you can see, even in our music industry, in our entertainment industry generally. Compare movies that they do back then in the 80s, in the 70s. I mean, let's leave out their production gears now, because that has improved over time. But let's look at the quality of the script writers, the actors, the producers, compared to what we have today. Compared to what we have today, it's sad. People that have no business in these places are venturing into it because they see it as a means to quickly blow, to become successful. And what's the definition of success? To buy houses, to buy this, to buy that. Nothing about, fulfilling any purpose or leaving the footprint on the path of life. Wọ́n lè jẹ́ pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn tó bá kú tán, wọn ní ìrántí, torí wọ́n á dàbí ejò tó kàn wọ́ kọjá lórí àpáta, kò nípa. Wọ́n á kọ fíìmù kò lórí kò nídìí. Àwọn tó ń act ẹ̀ gan nonsense ni wọ́n ń ṣe. They have no skills. They have no sense of delivery. They can't stay to script. They can't express lines correctly. They can't deliver in character. You see them, basic things tó yẹ kó mọ̀ tẹ́ máa mọ̀ pé no, a dá ẹni láti ṣe kinní àbí ó wà well trained láti ṣe kinní. Ó sí. Ṣùgbọ́n artist ta ní nílùú yẹn ó pọ̀ ju aráàlú gan lọ. Why? Because they want to blow. Want to blow. Àwọn tó dẹ̀ blow níṣáájú wọn, kí ni tán fi ń show? Ilé, especially tó yẹ pé social media ń sìn, it's a pepper them platform where you flaunt things that you own and the ones you don't own. So everybody sees that and they think, and that's why you see many of these youth run into music, because they see people ahead of them always, changing gears, wearing this designer, wearing that designer, smoking weed, doing drugs, driving cars, meeting state governors, having pictures with state governors, being invited by politicians and all that. So they see that as education as scam. Fuck this kinní kan, now this one I go follow. Tó bá wá wọ̀ tán, I've seen some of them ask me, how you na dey do am? Abi no be this industry we dey? Kí ló happen gangan? That's because these people blanked out something from you, and that is process. They blanked it out. They make it seem like they just go into the studio, sing, come out, and they blew. every workings behind the scene, they don't show it. I once shared the post of Ed Sheeran when he wrote when he wanted to do his last album. He wrote a post and said, "Oh, he will be gone from social media for the next, I can't remember how many years or months." He mentioned that he needs time to dedicate to come up with the album and build himself and everything like that. I shared it. Those are people who are serious with their craft. People who knows what they need to do. It takes them years, it takes them months to come up with an album. Good, solid album. Wọ́n interview Wizkid ní year kan, wọ́n sọ pé àwọn ṣì ní bíi 700 songs tóun ò tiẹ̀ tí release rárá. Ah, mo ní ẹ má bàa jiyàn o, mo ní bá kò tiẹ̀ tún kà dáadáa ni ó máa ní tó bíi 3,000. 700 kéré. Why? He tell me say. Gbogbo orin bá jẹ́ he tell me say, she tell me say, she wanna. Why tó ní 3,000 songs tó ti release? Why tó ní? Why tó ní? Ṣùgbọ́n àṣà ò lè lóun ní 700 songs tóun ò tí release. Wọn bí dáa kó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Àṣà kò lè lóun ní 700 songs tóun ò release. Because things of quality takes time. Things of quality take time. And these people, you can see how they are distinct. You can see how they have longevity. You can see the class they exude. You can see everything about them because they live for this thing. The definition of success is different. Tí bá ń ṣorí ibú ni. I don't want this platform to seem like I'm pulling some people down or comparing individuals and stuff like that. But if I don't make these comparisons, you will not understand the point I'm making and how we are in the kind of mess that we are today. Because this statement this guy made is a statement of pressure. It's a careless statement. It looks true on the surface, but unpacking it and going deeper, it's not true. It's not true. It's not true. Now, let me talk briefly on process, so that we would know that this is important and we can't just overlook it. When we take our eyes off process, we will keep churning out mediocres. We'll keep lowering the standard. We can't raise or replicate, people after us when we pass. Just like today, we have so many billionaires in Nigeria who can make other millionaires, not talk of billionaires. Invite them to your seminar to come and speak to the youth. The only thing they will tell you is work hard, pray to God, believe in yourself. Why? Because the process that took them to that status cannot be replicated. They are billionaires because they have friends in the corridor of power. They are billionaires because they killed other people's businesses for them to survive. They are billionaires because they were given the commonwealth of the nation, as their own inheritance. You can't measure how they become billionaires. But when you speak to people like Jeff Bezos, you speak to people like um, Bill Gates, you speak to people like uh, uh, bọ̀bọ̀ tó ní Amazon yẹn, wọ́n á fún yín detail ìgbà tán ti bẹ̀rẹ̀, ìtàn fi bẹ̀rẹ̀, kélé tó di eléyìí kítàn tó di yẹn, wọ́n ṣe raise capital tó fi ṣe nǹkan tí wọ́n á fún yín gbogbo detailed analysis, and you can measure how long it took them, years, effort. The process are clear tó fi di nǹkan tán dà lénìí, and you can see. Ṣùgbọ́n lọ́dọ̀ wa kò sí process, kò shortcut ni, wọ́n gbégbá bí wọ́n gbégbá òun yẹn ni. When people you see today flaunting their success, they don't own that success. They're being used as front by other people who stole those things but cannot put their name behind it. Whether Mosha, ilé tẹ́lómi lóhùn ní Lẹ́kì tó ní gbogbo kìíní yẹn, they're not theirs. They're holding those things in trust for some other people because wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ mọ̀ pé àwọn people yẹn ní kìíní yẹn. So ṣẹ́ni yẹn ló wá fẹ́ lọ fara ewé, ẹni yẹn ló fẹ́ máa compare ara ẹ pẹ̀lú tí wàá fọ́ máa feel sad all the time pé ìwọ ò ṣoríire. How? Do you know what goes on behind the scene? And if you care to know, a lot goes on behind the scene. More goes on behind the scene than what is openly discussed. And that's why it's up to you, it's up to me to adopt a mindset that is both skeptical and critical. You must go deeper than what you're seeing on the surface. Oh, kàn gbọ́dọ̀ máa la inú ẹ kó máa gba gbogbo ẹ kó máa jù sí ẹ lẹ́nu bẹ́ẹ̀. Gbogbo kíní ò kí ń lálẹ́ hù now. They take time. So if this guy has to speak what he should be speaking about to youth and upcoming artists is the process. Tó ń fi débẹ̀. But can he talk about it? Because some of this process are àwọn àṣírí tó lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ni. Tí some of them gbà débi tán dé yẹn, àwọn àṣírí tó lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ni, wọ́n ò lè sọ. And that's why they can't replicate after themselves. They can't raise people to be like them. When they die, they die. Because ọ̀nà tó gbà débẹ̀ ò ṣe é fi hàn ẹlòmíì láti rìn. You will lose respect in them. You lose respect for them. You're going to be, intẹ́ni ṣe rè. After all, this guy lost the Grammy once. And then the next time, tó máa release album, ó lọ gbé fún PDD. Immediately mo ti rí pẹ̀lú ọ̀gbẹ́ni yẹn, I said it to myself, even though I didn't write it, pé this guy winning the next one. Gbogbo ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin, tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́yìn, tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní abẹ́, I don't know. Ṣùgbọ́n nígbà mo ti rí àwọn tó wà láàrin ara ẹ̀ mọ́, mo mọ̀ pé wọ́n á fún. N tó wá lọ ṣe ń bẹ̀ o, gbogbo nǹkan tó tojú bọ̀, gbogbo nǹkan tó tọ́ bọ̀, gbogbo nǹkan tó fi dá tó dá yẹn, I do not know. I do not know. But these are the things he should be talking about. Not putting unnecessary pressure on people. Look, òkè tí gbogbo wọn wà yẹn, òkè yẹn há o. Ìsàlẹ̀ láàyè ti pọ̀ o. Àyè há lókè. Òun ló jẹ́ pé tán bá débẹ̀, wọ́n máa ń láti tira wọn jábọ́ kẹ́lòmíì lè dúró síbẹ̀ ni. Because òkè ò gba èèyàn púpọ̀. Òun ló jẹ́ pé the battle you fought to get to the top is different from the one you will fight to stay at the top. Pọ́pọ́pọ́ ṣe gùn dókè, wọn ò lè sọ. òun ni wọn ò ṣe lè create another this, another that, another this, another that. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tó ní clear process, tọwọ́ wọn mọ́, they are able to raise other people like them. Torí wọ́n lè fi ọ̀nà yẹn hàn wọ́n. And if ẹ̀tọ́ fọ̀nà yẹn hàn is ready to make the same effort, because now effort comes in place. Effort is the work you put in. Effort is the work you put in. These are the input you put in to arrive at that result or at that success. Ṣé mi tí mo bá artist kọrin tó ń sọ fún mi nǹkan táwọn máa ń ṣe bọ́n ṣe máa kó owó ẹyọ dání báyìí pẹ̀lú microphone lẹ́nu táwọn dẹ́ máa record àtàwọn nǹkan tó máa pè. Ṣé ni ẹ máa ń fara mi wé ni? Kí mo fẹ́ kó ṣàwòrò sẹ́nu fún? Kí mo ń wá? When my song is just to, inspire people. Kí ló kàn mí pẹ̀lú owó ẹyọ nídìí orin? Kí mo fẹ́ fi ṣe? Why do I need to put my bomb down for some people to fire it just because mo fẹ́ blow? Why do I need to do that? And if I do that, do you think I'll be bold enough to come out and say it? No. I will only be flaunting the success, the clothings, the luxuries, the private jet. But when lights are turned off, tó bá dalẹ̀, tá pa social media, tá log out, tá paná, tó kú èmi nìkan. Inú irú ipò wo ni màá wà? Inú irú ipò wo làwọn èèyàn yìí wà? You don't know. Ayé yín láyọ̀ ju tiwọn lọ. I'm close to some of them, and that's why I know some of these things. They're not happy people. They're not happy people. Gbogbo ń tẹ́ rí tí wọ́n ń flaunt yẹn, wọ́n fi ń dura wọn nú ni. Wọ́n fi ń wá ìdùnnú ni. Ẹni tí ó tọ́lọ́run ò dùnnú, tí ò láyọ̀, tó ń inhale laughing gas. Ẹ̀rín ìyàngì la máa rìn. And they have to keep showing those things, keep showing it, because nítorí fi lè máa dúnra wọn nú nìyẹn. The moment they don't have the means to flaunt those things anymore, they die. Their spirit dies. They began to get tortured. So, my focus tonight is to bring you back into the right perspective, not to get drawn into this fast life where you are seeking success by all means. In tẹ́ ó pọ̀ ju nǹkan tẹ́ mọ̀ lọ. In tẹ́ rí ó pọ̀ ju nǹkan tẹ́ rí lọ. So, you cannot ignore process, because this refers to the actions, the method, the steps you have taken to achieve that result. And this includes the journey, the learning experience. This is where I'm going. A man become wise and knowledgeable through experience, through process. If you want to seek social validation, o lè ṣe tó bá wẹ̀, o lè rìn ọ̀nà tó bá wù ẹ́, o lè já gbàgbàgbàgbà gbogbogbò ọdún tó bá máa tán náà ni á pariwo díẹ̀ dẹ̀ á wó ṣùṣùṣùṣù á balẹ̀. I don't want to. I'm restraining myself from mentioning names, but ṣe became a dárúkọ fún yín so that you can relate with what I'm talking about. But no, I don't want this show to be centered on name dropping. I just want to concentrate on what I'm here to deliver. So if you want social validation, if you want that, you want to meet that acceptable definition of success in the society, then only ṣe nǹkan tó bá wù. But if you want real growth can only be found in process. Inú ibẹ̀ ló wà o. Real growth is found in process. Kò sí níbòmíì. And that's why you cannot ignore process. You can't compromise it. You can't skip it. You can't rush it. Because therein lies your growth. Therein lies the experience and the knowledge you need to move to the next stage of your life. When you focus on process, it shows that you're placing value on personal growth. You're placing value on personal development. You're placing value on quality. Because process places emphasis on the importance of learning from failure. It's a learning curve. Okay, mo ṣe léyìí tí ò work in bí. Okay, when I attempt it again, màá kàn tweak strategy yẹn, díẹ̀ báyìí láti lè gbégbá bẹ̀ yẹn. And continuous improvement. That is what process teaches you. And you can't jump this and be talking about success. You can't go through this and somebody is telling you have no evidence that you tried. You don't go through process and come out the same. Process changes you. Process add value and quality to who you are. Why success, on the other hand, simply focuses on the desired outcome tó fẹ́ yẹn. And this is often associated with seeking external validation. It has nothing to do with you. It has a lot to do with kí ni wọ́n máa sọ nípa mi, kí ni ìta máa wí, kí ni wọ́n máa rò. Is that noise? Is that boss? Of course, everybody wants to have that sense of accomplishment. Everybody wants to have that fulfillment, that satisfaction that yes, mo ṣe. But to use those things, I put them under category of things as measure of success is totally wrong. So I'll give you an example. There was a time a few years back, I released a collection of silk scarves for my fashion brand. Now, that was not the first time I made attempt at creating things like that, but I always fall short. Either lack of confidence or lack of resources or no funds or whatever thing like that. But on this particular one, I I learned from you know the failures of the past processes or attempt, and I worked so deep on this one. The process was well documented. Even how I raised the fund, I still shared. It's a story I love to tell people. So after I've done everything and it was time to produce, I contacted a company in Italy because I was going for premium quality. And when they gave me the bill, ọmọ mo wòkè mo wọlẹ̀ ọmọ mo máa ṣe lè báyìí bá fẹ́ ṣe lè ṣàn wà ní jẹun mọ́ nílé ni you know. So I wrote a proposal to raise funds from um, people who might want to partner with me. But at the point of um, reaching out to some people I have in mind, I held myself back to say, you know what, this is a new product that's coming to the market. I don't know how it's going to perform. I don't want to be under pressure um, when it comes to repaying these people's funds and all that. So I'd rather source the money somewhere else because I don't want to get into the middle and say lago banjole kini lori, because this is not what it is all about. It's not a product. Mama, if you pressure ta. So somehow, I came to a conclusion at some point to sell um, um, one of my wristwatches. Or mo fi raise owó tí mo fi ṣe kinní yẹn. I sold it, got money, paid for it, and then ìgbà tó dé, I felt fulfilled. Kí n tó tà rárá, I felt fulfilled. Now, kò síbi tí mo gbé dé, it speaks for itself. I sold the ones I could sell, and this is where I'm going. That product, the sale of it didn't make me millionaire. The release of the product didn't turn me to a fashion sensation or whatever thing like that. But guess what? I still considered myself to be successful. Why? Because mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ nǹkan, mo dẹ̀ parí ẹ̀. Tipẹ́tipẹ́ ni mo máa ń bẹ̀rẹ̀, because creating something from a blank canvas ó kàn dàbí ìgbà téèyàn bá lóyún ni. Wọ́n bá èèyàn sùn. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ló ti miss kìíní, ó ti dúró síbẹ̀ o. And then you keep nurturing it, keep working on it, títí ó fi di time láti bì. Imagine ẹni tó ti carry idea, tó ti carry gbogbo nǹkan for that long, tó wá di time àti bì, tó wá ní miscarriage. You see how sad and how low they come. Nǹkan tó ń ṣe mí ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbà nìyẹn. And for me to now take this one from blank canvas, build on it, mo lóyún ẹ̀, mo dẹ̀ bí. Ó tó kí n celebrate. Láì tí ì ta ẹyọ kan nínú ẹ̀, I was a success. Now, I wanted it to go into, top stores like Harrods, like Selfridges and stuff like that. Yes, I'm a very, I'm a very high taste person. And Liberty and all this thing. And sincerely, I took those stuff into these stores. tí n bá ti ṣí inú box ẹ̀ tán bá ti rí báyìí wọ́n máa ń dún bí siren ni wow 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 but getting it into the store itself to be on the shelf you need to go to people they call buyers and all that, and oftentimes that comes through referrals. So somebody linked me up with a man that he felt okay báwo lè ní access sáwọn èèyàn tó wà nínú ẹ̀. And he arranged a meeting with me and the person. I had a meeting with the person. But tí mo gbé jáde tẹ́ni ẹ̀ náà rí, he went wow. And he switched immediately from our discussion and made a statement and said, I'm not only interested in the product, I'm interested in the brain behind the product. And the moment I heard that statement, I knew my meeting with him was over. Why? Because mo ti rí àpẹẹrẹ wípé tí n bá bọ́ sọ́wọ́ ẹni yẹn tán, màá máa ṣiṣẹ́ sin ògo mi ni. Because it's going to own me. For people who understand how these things work, it's sad the world we live that the people who cannot create are the ones ruling and dictating for people who can create. That is the creative industry I'm explaining to you in simple terms. Right? Àwọn tó lówó, àwọn ló own space yẹn, àwọn ló ń dictate nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀, àwọn ló ń invest síbẹ̀. But wọ́n lè fi báírò báyìí kan fi make it dot nípa create nǹkan kan. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tó lè create, àwọn ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ sin àwọn ẹni. Ológo tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ sin ògo ẹ̀. So I just locked up from there. It could have been a different story if I met the man at the time when I was desperate for fun. Tó yẹ pé idea yẹn kan ṣì wà nínú mi ni. Or tó ṣì jẹ́ template. Maybe the desperation to birth the product itself would have made me, sign up my destiny to him. Which is what many of these artists or creative have done to themselves. Signing under management that took possession of them because they were in a hurry, they were desperate to blow. In ton sign wọn mọ́. Tó bá wá dáàrin kan, tó wá rí pé wà, àwọn làwọn kàn ń kọrin àwọn. And the way this thing works is this. They sign you at a fee via 50 million. Wọ́n lè wà ní wọ́n á fún ẹ nílé, wọ́n á fún ẹ mọ́tò and stuff like that. Tó bá ṣe video, they pay for it and gbogbo nǹkan kan mẹ́rin. And you sign 7 years contract with them. 50 million tó bá ti gbé fún ẹ lẹ́ẹ̀kan. Owó ọdún méje nìyẹn o. Tó bá gbogbo ẹ̀rọ aṣọ tán, ayé ẹ bàjẹ́ nìyẹn. Now, within that 7 years, contract ẹ lè sọ pé o máa produce 15 albums. Album kan ó lè ní 10 to 12 tracks. So ká sọ pé ó ní 10 tracks. So that means in 7 years you must produce 150 songs. Wọ́n dẹ̀ fẹ́ kó jẹ́ pé orin tó blow. Tó máa top chart because they need to make money from the sale of your album. Now, within these 7 years, wọ́n á máa gba show. Wọ́n á kàn sọ pé o ní show mi báyìí, àwọn lọ play mi báyìí o. Wọ́n wá lọ máa play. Àwọn máa gba owó. It's contractual. Now, o lè wá a share formula lè wá pé okay tó bá ṣe show 70-30 o, wọ́n máa fún ẹ ní 30% nínú owó show tán bá gbà àwọn máa di 70 mú. Nínú 30 yẹn wọ́n lè sọ pé o tún ní manager pé wọ́n wà máa sanwó manager ẹ̀. So ó lè jẹ́ pé 10% nínú 30 ẹ̀ ló tún lọ sọ́wọ́ manager. And this is what he will do for 7 years kó contract yẹn tó tán. And that's why many of them after the first year tó wá ní hit bíi mẹ́ta or mẹ́rin tó wá rí pé àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ àwọn táwọn bá dá wà gan táwọn ò sí lábẹ́ àwọn agent yìí àbí management yìí gbogbo owó yẹn làwọn máa pa fúnra wọn. That's why you see many of them now rebel against their management and stop attending shows and stop releasing songs and try to go crazy and everything like that. They take them to court and then they will place a ban on them. Wọ́n ṣe báyé Brimo jẹ́ nìyẹn. Because they are strong enough to make you do that. They will make sure radio stations don't work with you, promoters don't work because it's one industry. You stay alone. Kò sẹ́ni tá bá ẹ ṣe anything. Tó bá yá o táwọn èèyàn àgbààgbà ìlú bá wá dá sí o, wọ́n lè wá lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ̀bẹ̀. Tí management yẹn náà bá dẹ̀ gbọ́, okay, wọ́n lè wá sọ pé okay bá wọ́n dáríjì àbí nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀. This is what you see. Why? Desperation to blow. We make them sign away their destiny, sign away their future. They want to ignore process. Ọjọ́ tí wọ́n tán bí wọn ni wọ́n fẹ́ rìn. Wọn ò mọ̀ wípé èèyàn máa ń kọ́kọ́ rákòrò. Tó bá yá kọ́ bó ṣe ń jókòó. Tó bá yá máa dìde á máa nàró mọ́ nǹkan. Tó bá yá kọ́ bá ṣe ń gbẹ̀sẹ̀. Tó bá yá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sáré. Lẹ́yìn tó bá ń sáré tán ló tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa fò. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn fẹ́ lọ from ọjọ́ tán bí wọn. Wọ́n fẹ́ máa fò. They want to skip process. And you cannot skip process and end well. You cannot. Because process requires time. Everything in life requires time. You have debt, you're swimming in debt. You have to give yourself time to pay it off. You can't pray your debt away. You can't run away from your debt. You want to grow your finances? It will take time. There are processes you have to go through. There are sacrifices you have to make within that processes. There are plans you have to put in place. There are things you have to deprive yourself. You must give it time. You have health challenges or you want to move from being fat to being slim. You have to train your body system to adjust to a new lifestyle. O ní jẹ 3 square meal mọ́, wàá máa skip meal. Àwọn oúnjẹ mi tí wàá máa jẹ ò ní jẹ oúnjẹ tó yẹ pé ó wà fattening mọ́. And kò dẹ̀ ṣọjọ́ tó bá lọ sí gym tó ṣe squat bíi 3 tó gbérin 2 sókè báyìí náà ni wàá máa ti máa yẹ mirror wò pé ṣékun ẹ ti lọlẹ̀. My dear kò tíì lọlẹ̀. Kò dẹ̀ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ṣe máa lọlẹ̀. It will take time. You have to stick to that process and go over it and go over it and go over it. Àwọn tó fẹ́ skip process àwọn ni wọ́n ń lọ sí Turkey tó lọ ń fa ikùn. Tí 7 bá lọ 2 ló ń padà. 5 máa kú sọ́hun ni. Tí 7 bá lọ, tí 4 bá padà, nínú 4 tó padà yẹn 2 ní complications tó máa sìn títí dọjọ́ kú. They're trying to skip process. You get into a new environment, into a new land, into a new country. Ọjọ́ tó débẹ̀ náà ló fẹ́ ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tí àwọn tó bá nílùú yẹn fún 15-18 years ṣe. No, wàá para ẹ̀. Ẹ̀wọ̀n ló máa end sí. Àbí mental hospital ló máa end sí. Settling in a new environment will take time. You need to adjust to the system. You need to understand the process or the processes tí ìlú yẹn tó require. Building a business, building a career to become profitable will take time. There are processes. In between those processes, there are failures that you need to learn from, to tweak your business model, to tweak your strategy, and to move on. Títí tí wàá fi débi tó fẹ́ dé. Investment kọ́ ni gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ń ṣe tó máa sọ pé wá fún give one farmer 400,000 kó wá fi gba 4 million after 30 days. Ṣé o ṣí èrè ni? Are you skipping? Look, kò sí investor, kò dẹ̀ sí investment tó lè ṣe, right? That they will pay you interest rate or return on investment at a rate that is higher than the prevalent rate given or set by the central bank of that country. Kò sí. Tó bá ti rí àwọn tó sọ fún ẹ pé wá gba 70% interest nǹkan lórí investment tó dẹ̀ wo tìlú tó rí pé 4% nílùú ń san àbí 3% nílùú ń san, red flag ni, sádànù. Pyramid scheme ni, wọ́n kàn gbé sábẹ́ iṣẹ́ kan ni. And you see many of them have lost money. Hotel wọ́n ti lò ìyẹn, ó ti cast. Farming wọ́n ti lò, fishing wọ́n ti lò, oríṣiríṣi nǹkan wọ́n ti lò. But when you talk about investment takes time. Investment ó take time. Investment are not done because you want to get rich quick. No. Investment are taken for futuristic purpose. Ó kàn set owó aside torí ọjọ́ ọ̀dá ni. And when you see investment tó wà ń ta ọ̀ra stock, ọ̀ra shares, ọ̀ra kìíní kan, wọ́n sọ fún ẹ pé 4% per annum. So tó bá fi £1,000 sí nǹkan sí, 4% of £1,000 is what? Bá £400. Àbí ṣé £40 yẹn? 400. Nǹkan tó máa gbà ní ọdún kan nìyẹn. So it's not something that will make you rich overnight àbí nǹkan kan bẹ́ẹ̀. No, àwọn tó ń ṣe wọ́n ti ń ṣe tipẹ́. And when you put money in stock and investment and things like that, kì í ṣe nǹkan tó máa jí lójoojúmọ́ tó máa wò pé tó ti lọ sókè, wàá kàn para ẹni. Because you know what? Company tó ra shares yẹn, má gbàgbé pé àwọn èèyàn ló ràn ẹ́. Ọ̀gá iléeṣẹ́ lè jò lórí burúkú tó jẹ́ pé ó ní fàájì ìwèrè kan ni, ó kàn lè máa mú owó iléeṣẹ́ kó kàn máa fi bá àwọn hook up sùn kiri. Ìgbà tó yá iléeṣẹ́ yẹn máa fold up, owó yín lọ nà. And that's why you have to research companies you want to put your money in. You have to learn how to read balance sheet. You have to learn how to make your investment research and see, okay, kí ni trend the company. Tó bá dẹ̀ fowó sí torí pé wọ́n lọlẹ̀, wọ́n para ẹ̀. Because within the time tó fowó yẹn lẹ̀, there are several trends tó máa happen. Depending on what is going on in the economy. So ìgbà míì á lọlẹ̀, ìgbà míì á lọ òkè, ìgbà míì á lọlẹ̀, ìgbà míì á lọ òkè. Tó bá dẹ̀ ti lọ òkè dépò nǹkan tó wò báyìí pé okay, ó dà pé all time high lélẹ̀ based on their trend. I think it's better to dump it, kò lè ga ju nǹkan báyìí lọ mọ́. Then you sell off. Ó lè jẹ́ èrè báyà bíi £2,000 ló máa rí lórí or whatever thing like that. Wàá ra dìímú díẹ̀, wàá tún move sí other thing. Bọ́n ṣe ń ṣe nìyẹn. Gbogbo tó wá fi dà ayé rú pé invest kìíní kan tí bó wá rò pé máa lówó òjijì yẹn. No. Àwọn tó bá kọ́ torí bọ́ tó ń lò fífa èyí yòókù wá yẹn, àwọn yẹn nìkan ló lè jẹ lọ. And they use those ones, they are called testimonials. Àwọn yẹn ló máa lọ sọ pé this thing dey work yo. Támúọ̀ náà wá torí bọ́, kò ní work fún wọ. Àwọn yẹn ló work fún. What are you doing? You want to skip process. Investment are not get rich quick schemes. And that's why they will tell you, tó bá lọ bá investment kó fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan, wọ́n á bí ẹ́. First thing tó máa kọ́ kà fún ẹ pé do you understand that you are at risk of losing your money? Wàá dẹ̀ sọ fún ara ẹ, wàá la inú ẹ àbí kó kọ́ sínú ìwé, wàá sign pé yes, o mọ̀. Because it's not guaranteed. So lọ́ọ̀ máa sọ fún ẹ pé owó tó o mọ̀ pé o lè sọnù. tó ní stroke tó ní kú láti díẹ̀ ò ní kó fi sí investment. And it will take time for the investment to yield. You have to give it time. You have habit that you want to overcome, you have to give it time. 20 sticks a day, o fẹ́ stop cigar, o lè stop lẹ́ẹ̀kan because your body is addicted to nicotine, so there will be cravings for it. So ohun tó máa ṣe ni pé wàá máa gradual wàá máa stop ni. So 20 o lè sọ di 18, 18 o lè bọ̀ sí 17, 17 o lè bọ̀ sí 15, tó yá o lè bọ̀ sí 10. Díẹ̀ wàá máa cut down. You don't go cold turkey. Bó dẹ̀ ṣe ń ṣe yẹn, àwọn nǹkan kan náà wà tó máa fà sẹ́yìn sí tó jẹ́ pé àwọn ló ń induce ẹ láti ṣe kinní yẹn. Wàá mọ̀ bí wàá ṣe máa yọra ẹ. Gbogbo kinní ló ń pè ní process. Tó bá wá stop ẹ̀ tán tó mú mọ́, o lè sọ pé o achieve success. Ẹni tí ò mọ tó là kọjá, tí ò mọ bí sìgá ṣe fẹ́ damage ẹ financially, tó ṣe fẹ́ damage ẹ health wise, tó jẹ́ pé gbogbo ṣẹ́ẹ̀tì tó ní ló ti sọ di lace, gbogbo náà iná sìgá ti dáwò sí gbogbo aṣọ lára, gbogbo ẹ̀ ti lu ò fótó káàkiri, kò ní understand tó bá ń celebrate irú success. Except somebody who has gone through the same, tó jẹ́ pé parameter tẹ́ fi máa measure outcome yẹn ó jọmọ́ra wọn. Starting and finishing will take time. You have to give it time. You can't skip, you can't rush, you can't compromise process. And these things are valuable because therein process lies your actual growth. Ibẹ̀ lẹ̀dá tí ń di èèyàn. Ibẹ̀ lọ̀lẹ tí ń di alágbára. Ibẹ̀ lòye ayé tí ń yé èèyàn. Ibẹ̀ lèèyàn tí ń ní ìmọ̀. Ibẹ̀ lèèyàn tí ń pọ̀ sí. So somebody will not just make one video and tell you if you no make am, there's no evidence say you try. That statement is dangerous. There are a lot of people it will send in the wrong direction, searching for success by all means, at all cost. And then when we talk about effort, this is the input you put in. This also cannot be underestimated. And this brings me to the other part of this discussion, which I'll use to round up, which I call other factors. So when we talk about process, we talk about effort. Under effort comes in other factors. What do I mean by that? Yorùbá ní ẹni kòkó ẹ̀ bá yè, òun ló mọ̀ ọ́ lọ́. Ṣùgbọ́n nínú ayé tá wà ẹ́, a rí clearly kó wọ́n yè. So I use cocoa as a representation of, people who have skills, who have gift. We expect nípa àwọn ló máa ṣoríire láyé, ló máa excel. Àwọn tó wà knowledgeable, tó wà intelligent, àwọn yẹn ló máa wà nípò ńlá, àwọn yẹn ló máa jọ̀gá, àwọn yẹn ló máa ṣolórí, àwọn yẹn ló máa ṣadarí. Oníwàásù gan sọ, ó ní mo róhun búburú kan lábẹ́ ọ̀run. Ó ní mo rí àwọn ọmọ ọba tó ń rìn ńlẹ̀ẹ́lẹ̀. wọ́n wá rí àwọn ẹrú lórí ẹṣin. So kì í ṣe àwọn tó mọ̀ tí kòkó àwọn kì í ṣe àwọn tó mọ kòkó lọ́ ní kòkó wọn yè. And that means it's really not about the lílọ́. It's not about the skills. It's not about the talent sometimes. It's not about the effort alone. There are things we call other factors. Ilẹ̀ tó gbin kòkó yẹn sí, ilẹ̀ ọ̀gbìn yẹn, other factor ni. Because you can't do anything about it. Tó bá jáṣálẹ̀ ló lọ gbìn sí, kò ní hù. Kò sí ní tó lè ṣe, bú fertilizer síbẹ̀ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ, it won't grow. It's not the cocoa seed that has problem now. It is the soil. Wọ́n yẹ pé lẹ̀ tá a fún ẹ bí ìpín nìyẹn, tough luck. Kò sí ní tó gbìn sórí ẹ̀ tá a hù jáde o. Wọ́n yóò jẹ́ pé àwọn ẹlòmíì ọ̀tí ìgbà tó ń bá fi ìlú ibi tí wọ́n wà yẹn sílẹ̀ lọ́ tó máa ń ṣoríire. Because ilẹ̀ yẹn ò gbé wọn, kò sí ní tó lè gbé síbẹ̀ tó máa wù. I do tell people, ìwọ̀nba nǹkan tí mo rí gbé ṣe láyé kì í ṣe ìlú yìí ló ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kọ́ mi. Ó ti wà nínú mi kí n tó kúrò nílùú ibi tí mo wà. Ṣùgbọ́n ilẹ̀ yẹn kò gbé nǹkan kan jáde. Ilẹ̀ ẹbí ló jẹ́ ilẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé tí mo fi sí ó ń gbèrú. So ilẹ̀ tí mo change ló jẹ́ kí kòkó mi ó yè níwọ̀nba tó yè dé yìí. And sometimes it might be the cocoa seed itself. You might be chasing the wrong purpose. Today, there are several people who are busy. They're just running. They're running so fast to nowhere. They're running so fast. Speed the learning one in direction. What do they want to do in life? They have no focus. They have no purpose. Irú àwọn yẹn, wọ́n máa ṣe lé, wọ́n á filẹ̀, wọ́n á ṣe lé, wọ́n á filẹ̀, wọ́n á filẹ̀, wọ́n á ṣe, wọ́n máa ṣe tètè. Because they are chasing the wrong purpose and focus. Also, under other factors, we have what they call ìgbà àti àkókò. Timing. Ìbéèrè wípé the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong. Time affects everyone. Chance. When you see some people making so much effort, kò sí result, nǹkan mẹ́ta ń kẹ́ yẹ̀wò. Number one, they might be operating ahead of their time. Gbogbo tó bá ṣe ò ní ní meaning sáwọn èèyàn because they can't relate with it. Secondly, they might be operating behind time. Ayé ti ṣe kinní yẹn kọjá, ó ti late. Kò kí nígbà tí ẹ kò kí. And the third one, the person might not be doing it the way tó yẹ kó máa ṣe, or kó má jẹ́ nǹkan tó yẹ kó ṣe. Nǹkan mẹ́ta yẹn ló máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀. But when your timing is right, when your purpose is in sync with time, when opportunity meets preparation, you will achieve your success. And then we can't take out the God factor. Ìlọ́wọ́sí ẹni tó ń pàṣẹ ìgbèrú yẹn gan. Bóyá ìwé pé bí Paul gbìn tí Apollo bomirin láìsí ìbùkún Elédùmarè. Àwọn méjèèjì ṣe lásán ni o. you need the involvement of the one who commands growth. There must be an alignment of all these factors before one can enjoy harvest, result, success. But until then, keep making effort. Until then, don't run away or hide from the process. Don't let the definition of somebody's success be your own definition. You have to find your own purpose. You have to define your own success, just like beautiful Nubia did in the statement I read to you. You can't keep looking around and measuring yourself with other people and be telling yourself that you have been a failure in life. Really? Torí kan náà lẹ gbé wáyé? Ṣọ́nà kan náà lẹ ń rìn? Ṣé nǹkan kan náà lẹ fẹ́ dà? Then tí wọ́n ń ṣe lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n ò ṣe ṣó mọ́ ni. I was talking to a friend one time. Àti tó bí oṣù mẹ́ta. I don't know if he's listening to me as well tonight. You know, he met some guys jẹ́ pé wọ́n wá láti Naija and we're not telling him àwọn owó táwọn boys yẹn fi ń ṣeré pé bye this and that bá tiẹ̀ ní nǹkan tán. In essence, what these guys spend on, buying trainers, sneakers, is what some of us will make if we work every single day for a month. Right? Mo wá sọ fún un. Mo ní kò need ká fara wé wọn náà. Kò dẹ̀ ní ká compare ara wa sí wọn. Mo ní tí wọ́n ń ṣe ó work fún wọn ni. Lọ́dẹ̀ ṣe enjoy in tí wọ́n perceive as success yẹn. Àwa ò ṣe nǹkan tí wọ́n ń ṣe la ò ṣe nírú result yẹn. Tá a bá ṣe nǹkan tí wọ́n ń ṣe, we will also be able to afford what you say they are buying. Ṣùgbọ́n àwa ò fẹ́ ṣe torí a wò pé báyẹ̀mí wa ò gbé àbí kò ń ṣe nǹkan tó proper láti ṣe for whatever reason. So when you're not putting in the kind of input tó fi ń generate result yẹn, why are you busy comparing your result against yours? Comparing their result against your own result? Ó wrong now. Until tó bá ṣe nǹkan tó ń ṣe, gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe ráúráú tó bá ń ṣe, tí wọ́n wá rí nǹkan tí wọ́n rí yẹn, ìgbà yẹn ló tó lè complain pé báyà nǹkan kan ṣe ẹ́. Ìgbà yẹn wàá tún wá wo other factors pé báyà orí ẹ̀ ò rọ̀ mọ́ ni. But ọ̀nà ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ là ń rìn. Gbogbo èèyàn kọ́ ló máa lè ra Lamborghini, ra Rolls Royce Cullinan, ra Maybach ní oṣù kan. Gbogbo èèyàn kọ́. Tó bá dẹ̀ wá wò báyìí pé ó máa lé ẹni yẹn, ó máa ra kinní yẹn, ó máa ṣe ọkàn mẹ́yẹn, wàá para ẹ̀ ni. Tí ẹni yẹn bá dẹ̀ wá tan fídíò tó wá sọ fún ẹ wípé if you no make am o, there is no evidence say you try. Tí wọn náà wá jẹ́ kí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn sink sínú ayé ara ẹ̀, àwọn bá yá ara ẹ̀ jẹ́ ni. So you must understand that process wà o, effort wà o, other factors wà o. Gbogbo àwọn nǹkan yìí ló parapọ̀ kó tó lè rí success or result. And definition success tẹlòmíì kò di dandan kó bá tiẹ̀ mu o. Tó bá dẹ̀ wá lọ mú definition success ìgboro níta wípé ó dìgbà tó bá nílé, ó dìgbà tó bá lówó, ó dìgbà tó bá nírú mọ́tò báyìí, ó dìgbà tó bá lè wọrú aṣọ báyìí, ó dìgbà tó bá lè wà nínú environment báyìí, ó dìgbà tí àwọn èèyàn bá lè máa pè sírú function báyìí, ó dìgbà tó bá sọ ẹ́ di nǹkan báyìí kó tó lè sọ pé who are successful, then I wish you well in whatever you need to do to get to that point. Ṣùgbọ́n má gbàgbé láti dérú àwọn ipò yẹn, wàá dájú o. Fact mo sọ fún ẹ sí. Ọ̀dájú ló ń lówó. Ọ̀dájú ló ń dérú àwọn ipò yẹn o. On the other hand, your purpose or focus might be to reach life, to touch humanity, to see yourself as part of the bigger picture of establishing, uh, um, or making the world a better place for other people to live. If that is what you term as your own success and you're able to do it, it doesn't necessarily have to be on a bigger scale where your name is being mentioned here and there. Some people do that also. Wọ́n máa ṣe philanthropist. Inú lẹ̀yin ń wò, ojú lẹ̀yin ń wò ẹ̀ wonú. You know the reason why some people do it? Some people do it just to carve a name for themselves, not because they genuinely care about the people they're doing it for. Another day, I would definitely talk on why I don't like people who do giveaway. Red flag in the family. And since I came up with that theory, they break it down. 9 out of 10 times in Timo rò ń pa ẹni yẹn, ó rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Just wake up asking people to drop their account and just be giving money. Nah, red flag ni fún mi. Red flag ni. Red flag ni. So that is what I have to share with you, my friends, tonight. We must ensure we have a balance in everything we put out. Yes, result is important. Having a sense of accomplishment is important. Starting a thing and finishing is important. But we cannot ignore the place of process. We cannot ignore the importance of effort. We cannot ignore the what we call other factors. Things beyond your control. Things beyond your, things outside your control. And those unseen things, story, tó wà lẹ́yìn. So when you look at me and I say I'm successful, it doesn't mean successful báwo, kí ló ń wọ̀, kí ló rà, kí ló ní. Ní tí mo time my success yàtọ̀. And tí n bá dẹ̀ sọ pé mo wà contented, it does not mean me ambitious. No, I understand stages in life. And I know stops. And I know levels. So, tí n bá dé ibùsọ̀ kan, mo mọ̀ pé yes, ibi tí mo dé rèé, ibi tí mo rìnrìn yẹn dé rèé. Màá dúpẹ́, màá ṣọpẹ́, ọkàn mi á balẹ̀, màá tún ní àfojúsùn ibi tó tún kàn. Màá dẹ̀ máa sa ipá, màá máa gbé àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ àtàwọn nǹkan tó yẹ kí n ṣe láti lè débẹ̀. Tí n bá débẹ̀, mo máa ń fẹ́ rìn lọ́nà tó jẹ́ pé táwọn èèyàn bá bi mí pé kí ló happen, màá lè sọ pé báyìí la rìn o, báyìí la gbà o, nǹkan báyìí la ṣe o. Kì í ṣe tó jẹ́ pé oore téèyàn ní tí ò ṣe é ṣàlàyé. And that's why we have so many platforms where people are being manipulated today. The miraculous. Raising your phone up in a prayer meeting for angels to deposit money in it. Kò sí ẹ̀sìn tó lè máa ṣe tó support irú ẹ̀. Bíbélì ní ó ní Ọlọ́run pàṣẹ ní Genesis ó nínú ogún ojú ẹni ìwọ ó ti máa jẹ tí ìwọ ó ti padà di erùpẹ̀. Tí Ọlọ́run yẹn ló wá ní kẹ́ na fóònù sókè. He will violate his own principle. Kò bá jẹ́ ṣẹ̀ṣe náà ni. Ó ní ò bá bọ Ṣàngó kó bọ Ọbàtálá òòṣà tí ń gbọ̀lẹ̀ ò sí ẹni bá ṣiṣẹ́ ajé ní rájé jẹun. You have to work. You have to work. You have to put in the process. You have to put in the effort. People who turn up their nose should not expect to have or enjoy the same result as people who roll up their sleeves. So wọn kàn ń ṣiṣẹ́ ìwọ̀n ọrùn. Wàá rò pé ẹjọ́ máa ní the same end. Kò possible now. You have to play your part. Do everything that is necessary that you have to do. Go through the process. When you fail, don't see it as failure. See it as a learning curve. Grow from it. That's success. Economic survival does not determine má jẹ́ lè gbogbo àwọn all these things ilé mọ́tò gbogbo àwọn kankan mẹ́rin it doesn't suggest whether you are successful or you failed. I'm not saying those things are not good to have. They are. But there are means of achieving them if you want them. But those are not or should not be made determinant of success. They're just things. And you don't have to kill yourself to have them. Or borrow this value ọmọ mi nítorí iPhone 11. Ní ìsìn bá dà pé iPhone ti dé 14 àbí? iPhone ti dé 14. Ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí iPhone wà ní iPhone 11, ọ̀bọ ọmọ mi bá sùn tó disvirgin torí ó fẹ́ iPhone 11. Nígbà yẹn, àwọn tó bá rí iPhone 11 lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, wọ́n á ní ó ti blow. Blow? Phone tó lè jábọ́ kí screen ẹ̀ crack. Is that definition of blowing? Well, ọ̀rọ̀ púpọ̀ ò kún àgbọ̀n. I hope the little I've shared tonight would is enough to stir up a conversation in your mind. And for you who have been living under pressure of matching up with people around you, can have something to think about and retrace your steps. And and stop seeking public validation to determine whether you're successful or not. You have to redefine what success means to you. You have to rediscover your purpose. And you must not hate process. And you must not allow anyone downplay your process or fast track your process or downplay your effort. You must take pride in every effort you put in to where you totally daily need. You have to give yourself a pat on the back. In fact, báyà kó jáde lọ́la gan kó wá nǹkan rà fúnra ẹ̀. kó sọ pé ṣẹ̀gẹ́ nípò tiẹ̀ try dé bí gba bàtà ẹ̀ àbí gba perfume ẹ̀. Reward yourself, iṣẹ́ ló ṣe o, because o mọ ibi tó wà tẹ́lẹ̀. Ibi tó gbà kọjá àwọn kan gba abẹ̀ sọdá náà. Ogun tó jà ó mẹ́mí àwọn kan lọ náà. Ṣùgbọ́n wà àwọn kan pé wọ́n ń gbé certain ilé kan, wọ́n ń wọ certain aṣọ kan, wọ́n ń wọnú certain agbo kan, wá ń wò pé ìwọ ò tiẹ̀ ṣoríire. Láíláí má sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́ o. Má sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́ láyé. Iṣẹ́ ló ṣe o, dé level tó wà yìí o, and you must credit yourself. Ayé ò easy bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń wò yẹn. And for you to still have your head above the waters, ọmọ yín ra ẹ o. Aláǹgbá bá jábọ́ látòrí igi ìrókò, á yinra ẹ̀, á ṣorí ẹ̀ báyìí. Nígbà nìkan yìí òun á yinra òun, kò easy. Àwọn kan ń jábọ́ wọ́n ń yọkè, àwọn kan ń jábọ́ wọ́n ń kù. Ṣùgbọ́n òun jábọ́, ọwọ́ wà intact, ẹsẹ̀ wà intact, ìfun òun ò bẹ́, orí òun ò fọ́. Why? Rántí ìgbà tó ń sá kiri, rántí ìgbà tó mọ ibi tó máa sùn, rántí ìgbà tó mọ nǹkan tó máa jẹ náà. Wá débí oṣù tó wá ń wo àwọn kan pé wọ́n ní Lamborghini, torí ìyẹn wọ òṣòríire. Má ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀, má rò mọ́ láyé ẹ. You're successful. Stand in front of a mirror. The person you see looking at you from that mirror is your competitor. That's the only person you have to compete with in life. Má wo ẹni tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kan, ẹni tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ òsì ẹ̀ kan kó máa lẹ́jọ́ ń léra yín o. If you belong to circle that is giving you pressure, báyà kó yọra ẹ kúrò ńbẹ̀ náà. Báyà pé o ní àwọn colleague tán tẹ́jọ máa ń rìn, tẹ́jọ máa ń báyà lọ lágbo ọ̀sán kan mẹ́rin, jẹ́ pé wọ́n ń lé ẹ láwọn eré kan tí ò yẹ kó tó sá. Báyà kó yọra ẹ. And focus on yourself a little bit. Kó wo ibi tó ti ń bọ̀, kó wo ibi tó dé, kó rí pé ọmọ, you try. Wọ́n náà fúnra ẹ ní nǹkan kan pé ọmọ, o try o. O try o. Everything should not be measured by acquisitions, things, luxuries. Gbogbo àwọn kìíní yẹn máa fẹ́ lọ. Substance wo ló ní? Níbo ló wà tẹ́lẹ̀? Níbo ló dé? Kí ni self-growth ẹ? Kí ni self-development ẹ? Báwo làákàyè ẹ ṣe kún sí? Ọmọ, encourage yourself. Encourage yourself. O blow o mọ o. O blow o mọ o. Wọ́n ló ń fojú kéré ara ẹ o. Because òun gba definition táwọn kan tán put out as the definition, as the standard of success. Ìyẹn ló fi ń measure ara ẹ. Don't get me wrong, mi ò ní tó bá fún mi ní Range G-Wagon pé màá refuse ẹ o. Mi ò ní refuse ẹ o. But mi ò ní fi àìní G-Wagon mi sọ wípé mi ò ṣoríire. Mi ò ní sọ pé nítorí pé aṣọ mi kò sí nínú Harrods tàbí Selfridges, mi ò ṣoríire. No! Àwọn èèyàn ti raṣọ lọ́mọ, àwọn èèyàn ti ṣaṣọ lọ́mọ tí mi ò rò láyé wípé irú ẹni báyìí tí ẹ lè gbé aago kó pè mí pé kí n ṣe nǹkan fóun. That's success. Bó jẹ́ ẹyọ kan yẹn lásán mo ṣe lọ́dún, bàbá mo ṣoríire, mo blow because kò easy kéèyàn kan tọwọ́ ẹ̀ bàpò kó ra nǹkan tó ń tà. Kò easy. Mo wá ṣe yẹn. But torí pé mi ò time large scale, torí pé àwọn politician máa wọ́ nínú ọ́fíìsì mi, kọ́ máa wọ́ wọlé, kọ́ máa wọ́ jáde, kí orúkọ mi wà everywhere, kí àwọ́dì kúnlé, kọ́ máa ṣe lé, kọ́ máa pè mí, kọ́ máa kí wọ́n á sọ pé torí ìyẹn mi ò blow. Irọ́ o. gbàgbé mo blow because I work from a blank canvas. Gbogbo nǹkan tí mò ń ṣe láti empty paper ni mo ti máa ń bẹ̀rẹ̀. Plain canvas máa ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Conceive idea, build it up till it becomes an actual product and then get people to pay for it. Wá ní mi ò blow. Mi ò blow. Mo blow. Anybody dẹ̀ lè pè mí. Kọ́ bí mi ní anything. Màá ṣàlàyé fún wọn. Because mo ní success. Mo ní process. I'm always proud to share my failures. I'm always proud to reveal my scars to people. Because it shows pé mo là nǹkan kọjá. Mo dẹ̀ survive. Ẹ̀dá tí ò bá nítàn kì í pẹ́ tán o. You must have a story. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. Until we meet again next week Friday. Remain blessed and God bless you. Ó dàárọ̀.
Ẹ̀sọ̀ pẹ̀lẹ́ láyé gbà ọ̀rẹ́, ẹ jẹ́ ká máa ṣe jẹ́jẹ́. Síbi tí ẹ ládàlẹ̀ ayé, kò máa ṣẹ̀dá tó mọ̀ ọ́la. Ó jẹ́ ṣe jẹ́jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi o, ayé gbẹ̀gẹ́. Inú ẹni ṣálámọ̀, a ò mẹ́ni tó fẹ́ ni. Ká ṣe bí ẹni kú, káwọ́ ẹni tí ó ṣe dàrú ẹni. Ṣàṣà ènìyàn nífẹ̀ẹ́ ní lẹ́yìn, tẹrú tọmọ nífẹ̀ẹ́ ní lójú ẹni. Ọmọ aráyé abániwọ́rọ̀ pa orí dání wọ́n. Ayé ò fẹ́ ní ìfọ̀rọ̀, orí ẹni ní pé kó yẹ ni. You gotta be strong cause the world is a battlefield. Òjò láyé ó gbé ní lọ, bá ò bá mọ̀ wẹ̀. Má ṣe lọ́la òtọ́ láì bá dé. Tread softly, dákun ṣe jẹ́jẹ́. Ilé ayé ogun ni ó gbọ̀gbọ́n. Ẹ̀sọ̀ pẹ̀lẹ́ láyé gbà ọ̀rẹ́, ẹ jẹ́ ká máa ṣe jẹ́jẹ́. Síbi tí ẹ ládàlẹ̀ ayé, kò máa ṣẹ̀dá tó mọ̀ ọ́la. Ó jẹ́ ṣe jẹ́jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi o, ayé gbẹ̀gẹ́. Inú ẹni ṣálámọ̀, a ò mẹ́ni tó fẹ́ ni. Ṣé rántí a ò mẹ́rin ìjọba ẹ̀wẹ̀kú ẹ̀wẹ̀lẹ̀. Àwọn ọlọ́tẹ̀ ni wọ́n dìde wọn lájànà kó lè rí inú gbọ́gbé. Àṣenìtàn bá ní ìdàrú ṣálọ́mọ aráyé. Àwọ̀ fẹ́lẹ́ bòónù kò jẹ́ àríkùn aṣẹ́bí. You gotta be wise to survive and keep your sanity. Ọjà ọ̀dájú ní ilé ayé, o ní láti mọ̀ ọ́n rà. Àyàgbé ọ̀gẹ̀gẹ̀ tó bá ti lówó, ọ̀yàn òun ló wà lọ́jọ́ ogún dé. Ọwọ́ epo láyé ńlá, wọ́n kì í lá tẹ̀jẹ̀. Ara lámọ̀ á ò mọ́nú, ẹni ayé yẹ kó rọra ṣe. Ṣọ́ra, ṣọ́ra. Ẹ̀sọ̀ pẹ̀lẹ́ láyé gbà ọ̀rẹ́, ẹ jẹ́ ká máa ṣe jẹ́jẹ́ o. Síbi tí ẹ ládàlẹ̀ ayé, kò máa ṣẹ̀dá tó mọ̀ ọ́la. Ó jẹ́ ṣe jẹ́jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi o, ayé gbẹ̀gẹ́ o. Inú ẹni ṣálámọ̀, a ò mẹ́ni tó fẹ́ ni. Ẹ̀sọ̀ pẹ̀lẹ́ láyé gbà ọ̀rẹ́, ẹ jẹ́ ká máa ṣe jẹ́jẹ́. Síbi tí ẹ ládàlẹ̀ ayé, kò máa ṣẹ̀dá tó mọ̀ ọ́la. Ilẹ̀kùn bá lọ́gbọ́n ó jẹ́ ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi o ayé gbẹ̀gẹ́ inú ẹni ṣàlàmọ̀ a ò mẹ́ni tó fẹ́ ni ẹ̀sọ̀ pẹ̀lẹ́ láyé gbà ọ̀rẹ́.